Stevie, good morning to you. New York, the Horses, the Carriage Association, Central Park. New York is nothing without it. It's like, were you to lose the horses, it would be like losing the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We've been here just as long as the Statue of Liberty, and we tend to be here a lot longer.
What's the thinking in the mayor's parlour about this? Why is he coming heavy on you now?
Well, the last thing I would ever do is try and think for the mayor. But anyway, that's a different show for a different day. The mayor took a lot of campaign promises, a lot of money from real estate developers. That's what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with the horses. The horses are well fit, well cared for, well taken care of. There's 144 pages of regulations, and it comes back down to money in politics and real estate. That's the whole.
Yeah, but we're not saying that Mayor de Blasio has been taking brown envelopes. That's not what we're saying.
No, not at all. Not at all. Actually, real estate people, they pumped in about $1.8 million into his campaign. So that's where that's coming from.
Now, how long have you been associated with the horses?
My dad started here in '64. I used to come when I was a kid, and I've been driving myself now for 27 years.
And it's your full-time, total, complete job?
This is my business. This is my life. It's not a job. It's a way of life, and we intend on keeping it for a lot longer.
What are the odds on keeping it? Is de Blasio powerful enough to push it through to get rid of the horses?
At the end of the day, he's the mayor, and he holds the most power. We have built a fantastic foundation within the city in terms of the council people that are supporting us. Different organizations have been supporting us. We have run a very, very professional campaign to stay in business. And the mayor at this point won't even speak with us. He won't even communicate with us. But we have the local papers on our side. We have a long list of veterinarians from all over the country, if not the world, that have come and met with me and my colleagues and support us. So we're making our case. And what will have to happen, Aaron, is this. He hasn't produced legislation yet. Right now, everything that is being talked about and bandied about is all rumor and propaganda. So we're waiting for him to produce a bill that would be brought to the city council when it has to go into a certain subcommittee. The one subcommittee that our business has always been under is the licensing from the Department of Consumer Affairs Committee, which we held a press conference about 6 weeks ago that the chair of that committee is not in favor of any legislation to do away with the horse.
In favor?
Yes.
And that's the chair 100%. Of that committee, but what's the balance of power within the committee, Stevie?
Well, it's a seven-member committee, and we're confident that we have at least 4.
Wow.
We're very confident that we have 4.
Yeah. You make sure of that confidence because there's many's a slip between the cup and the lip, as they would say up around Stevie and Newry.
Well, yeah. I didn't say we had them all definitely 100% ready to go because things have a way of changing. So we have to stay on top of it. We have to keep on guard. At the end of the day, we have our union, the Teamsters Local, that has run this, and so far, so good.
So far, so good. And the horses are so well looked after because at the end of the day, you have a special retirement home almost for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we have retirement. The horses are better cared for than most New Yorkers and live in buildings that are far better than most New Yorkers live in, or a lot of New Yorkers, I should say. So, and we're an open book, and we bring people in off the street every day of the week just to see how the horses and meet the horses. Once people come and see the horses and meet the horses and see how content and relaxed and the professionalism that we have here, nobody can understand why you'd want to do away with it.
Well, it's good sense to keep it. As we said at the beginning, you're as New York as the Statue of Liberty, as the Brooklyn Bridge. You're there. Tell me about New York at this time of year. You're pulling in the visitors. It's autumnal time, just before the coming of the snows, perhaps. Nice time of the year for you in Central Park.
It's a fantastic time. It really is. October is one of my favorite months. When you have the park is changing and you got the beautiful colors. But it's people. It is kids are out of school for a couple of long weekends, and there's midterm breaks and things like that. So New York is a very busy spot in October. I mean, it's busy all the time, but this is one of my favorite times to come to New York and see the city. And it's before the craziness that comes in around Christmas. You know, Christmas in New York, there's no better place, but it's a crazy place at the same time.
Skating there in the square and all of that down at the ice rink.
Yeah, down at Rockefeller Center where
That's
the
right.
tree is and everything
That's
like
right.
that. You know, they come from all over the world to see it, and thank God they come to see us as well.
Yeah, and long may that continue, because one of the things I would have gone to New York for was the Plaza Hotel, for goodness sake. And what have you guys done with the Plaza?
But the plaza has now changed. Half of it is residential. They can't build enough apartments here on it. It's unbelievable, the price and everything that's going on in Manhattan at the moment. The real estate boom is just incredible. You have apartments now, hundreds of millions of dollars. It's just crazy.
My goodness.
Which is where this whole thing with us falls into. You know, it goes back to they have two of our stables that reside in the largest development project going on in United States history. It's called the Hudson Yards Project, which they're going to be redeveloping 17 million square feet of space. Our two stables reside right in the heartland of that, and they have rezoned those two streets that our stables reside on for 70 stories.
My goodness.
So that's a lot of money that can be made in housing and condominiums and property tax and all kinds of different things. So that's where the whole story lies.
How difficult, on a wider sort of note, your Newry ancestry, you're on the mountain overlooking the loch that is Carlingford Loch, separating the Mournes and the Cooley Peninsula. How difficult is it for a man of that kind of origin? Your dad went out, you were born in America, but your breed, seed and generation is the hills and the valleys of Newry and Mourne and the Cooleys. How difficult is it for a man like you to become a New Yorker? I rather think it's not that difficult.
It's all in the breeding, just like the horses. You know, that's where you know, what have you got on your lineage? You know, very proud of where we're from. Very proud from where my mom is from, up in County Down as well. And wouldn't change anything. I spent 27 summers in the country, and I hope to bring my kids over someday and be able to do the same thing. Just say it was the best summer. The best part of my life was the summers in Ireland, around Newry and Dundalk and Banbridge and all around those parts of the world. It was great upbringing for me.
Yeah, we're very much, and you'll be glad to know that the names you've just mentioned, we're all here rooting for you and cheering you on and supporting you and making sure that the horses get staying, because we have a great pride in a son of our soil, so to speak, being over there and making a difference.
Oh, well, we're trying. We're trying. You know, we're as you say, we're fighting our corner to the best of our abilities. And you couldn't ask for anything more than that. And we intend on winning this fight.
I wish you well with that, and come and see us soon over here again.
I will, Ronan. As soon as I get finished with the mayor, believe you me, I'm going to need a bit of relaxation time over there. So
we're here.
A fight might be in order.
We're here for you, more than a pint, I tell you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Go well.